he's good. Who is he? I don't know.
He's good.
What did I tell you?
He is ridiculous.
Yeah, he's kind of
Funny.
Both were in heavy rotation.
Oh, it is my pleasure to introduce to you a very funny man.
Jasper!
Jasper, what are you doing?
Jasper, you idiot! How dare you call here?
But we don't.
We're in this bitch. Welcome back to the weekly rotation. Shout out to all the 4 people listening to this. I appreciate you. I'm Jasper Cruz. This is my solo podcast. I know a lot of people have been begging for it. You're getting it. Even though you don't care, you're still getting it. I've had a lot of stuff go down this weekend. I've been broke as shit. I'm not even scared to admit it. Bills in this cold weather are eating my ass. Straight eating it. Like a bowl of soup. It's been tough, but I'm making it through. I'm still alive. Blessed to be alive. I've watched a lot of stuff this week. I watched that show His and Hers. If you haven't heard about that, that's like a murder mystery. And I'll tell you what, that show is murder mystery level 100. That is the boss at the end of every murder mystery thing. Because like I'm a fan of the Knives Out series. Love those movies because I love murder mysteries. The whodunit, it's always good. And like I even like the Scream movies because they're so cliche. That's like the blueprint, dude. I've watched every single Scream movie. I'm not even ashamed. But I finished that. Me and my wife were going at it. We were literally arguing about whodunit. And I thought I guessed it. I really did. But then there's such a twist at the end that you'll never guess it. If you watch it, you'll never guess it. If you do you think you're better than me? Better not. But it's been a great week though, honestly. Today, me and my wife are celebrating 4 years since we met each other. Like the first day that we went on was 4 years ago. And dude, that was an immaculate day. Don't even get me started on that. It's one of my in my stand-up routine. Because at the time, I was a seller of candy. And I was freshly divorced, looking for really nothing. I was looking for myself, and then I found my beautiful wife. And she has changed my life ever since. We met on Hinge. If you don't know what Hinge is actually one of the coolest dating apps because you get to be unique with it. You get to do prompts. Like, for instance, the prompt that really, really got my wife to click yes on me was her clicking play and hearing my Doodle Bob impression. A good old me moi noi moi noi. She loved it. But it definitely could have been the fact that I sold candy at the time. And dude, our first date was awesome. Our first date was one to remember. Or I think we both kind of forgot a lot of it because we did what every Alabama couple does, and that's smoke weed in the Walmart parking lot. And then we went into Walmart and then got styrofoam swords and continued to fight each other with them. I took her to downtown Montgomery, which is a scary place. She was terrified. She was absolutely terrified. But I knew what to do to make her not so scared. So I put on One Direction and showed her that I'm 1D till I die. Shit, I might go out the same way Liam did. R.I.P. That's literally a joke from my stand-up special, so pay me for that. Not really. I like making people laugh for free. I love stand-up comedy. I haven't done stand-up since the night of December 12th. Dude, I hate not doing stand-up that much. It weighs so mental when I used to do it literally every day. I would drive hours, dude. Hours to just go to one open mic for 5 minutes or to just host it. I would drive hours. At one point, I lived in Columbus, Georgia, which is 2 hours away from here. And I ran a mic here and there. And my daughter lives here. And I get her every weekend. But I made that shit work. But somehow I can't make that shit work while working night shift. Because night shift is wearing me down. I feel like it's mentally getting to me. Like, look at my eyes. I have permanent bags, even though I've had those since my mother left me when I was little. I can't get rid of them. Maybe I need to get those like gold things that you put under your eyes, so I can look like Goldmember from the Austin Powers movie, jizzed on my face. That was good. Round of applause for that one. That was amazing. But no, Night Shift's getting to me, which I think I came up with $1 million idea for people who work night shift, and even like construction workers, even military people. Like, I came up with what I'm going to call a sleep beanie. Sleep beanie. You heard it right. Hold on. Before I claim this, let me see if anybody's made this yet. No one's made it. So I'm coming up with a sleep beanie. People have made this, which is a beanie with like satin sewed into it for your hair. I just want, right on that little foldable part of beanies, just like a sleep mask sewed into it that's satin. That's comfortable. Can't even say it. Comfortable for your eyes. No one steal this idea because this is actually pretty genius. And it's just going to have sleep, period, stitched on the front. Not a bad idea. I would use it because I think it's funny. I'm always falling asleep with a beanie on. So are like construction workers and stuff. People out that work out in the field, that have to sleep out in the field, they can wear beanies and just put it on, and no one knows to bother them because it says sleep. Not a bad idea, brother. Might make this happen. Make $1 million. Probably not. But if I sold them for like $15, I feel like I would start off by giving them out for free to some people who will be interested in buying other drops. Like, start off with like a basic black one. And then when people start demanding colors after that, they're like, oh, I love this black one. Do you have them in pink? And then I'll make them in like pink or something. Dude, I'm in there. I might have just created a whole enterprise. And nobody better steal that because I will find you and I will yo-yo on your dead corpse. I'm not lying. I will. This weekend I've been playing Arc Raiders, and I'm also off tonight because it's my anniversary. I had to put PTO in, so hopefully my wife lets me play Arc Raiders. She probably won't. She probably won't let me. But I mean, maybe our love language is we like playing games like in the same room or watching different things. We don't watch different things in the same room, but she likes. We like when we just chill and play video games, and I have my old gaming PC, so maybe I can play some Arc Raiders. Dude, that thing talks to me like the Green Goblin. When I'm sitting there watching a movie with my wife, my PC talks to me like the Green Goblin mask. Like, Norman, you know you want to put me on. That's what Arc Raiders does to me while I'm sitting on the couch with my wife. My PC just automatically... I leave Arc Raiders up because my PC, for some reason, has to warm up to Arc Raiders. Like, I have to play 1 or 2 matches for my graphics not to lag. I don't know what's wrong with that. Maybe I'll fix that in the future, but it's not my main concern. But I'll leave it up when we're, like, watching something in case I want to hop back on after we watch something, or if she gets tired, I can just play. And so I'll be sitting there on the couch, and my PC will have Arc Raiders booted up, and it's just, Jasper, I know you want to play me. Or it's like the Blade Runner movie meme when it's like, it feels like I'll sit there and be like looking at my wife while we're watching something. I'll like take a good glimpse at her, then I'll look at my computer and be like, all right, how long's left in this episode? And I'll be like, oh, well, I'm getting real antsy. Think I need to lock in. And then I go gooping with my boys. Dude, I love that game. I'm not tired of that game. I have been forcing myself to take breaks from it because if I like get griefed, I'm like, oh my God, dude. The other day I punched my desk. Don't need to make that a habit. But I just got off and was like, all right, I need a breather. And then about 2 hours later, I was like, I'm back, boys. I'm back. Let's get that goal. I love it. But it's been a fun week. I haven't, like I said, I've been broke, but I've been making it happen. Shout out to my boy Sam. He gave me some deer meat the last time, because last episode I said I was going to my high school best friend's house and we had talking years. I went. It was amazing. Our daughters met. Dude, our daughters clicked. He gave me a cool Georgia jacket. This isn't it. We caught up. We ate some burgers. Our daughters clicked though. Like they jumped on the trampoline, had a blast. We're gonna plan something else soon, hopefully. But shout out Sam. He gave me some deer meat, and I've been surviving off that for the past week. I've made all kinds of things. I made smash burgers with it. I made spaghetti with it. Last night I made tacos with it. Tacos didn't really sit right with me. And I made steaks out of it, dude. I ate for like a week and a half off that meat. Like I told him I would. I told him over and over again, I said, dude, if you kill something and you get it processed, if you have extra meat, I'll take it. Give me your meat. I need it. Pause. But I've been surviving off that, dude. It's so good. I actually just used my last bit on tacos last night. So Sam, if you're by chance listening to this, please give me some more. Or if you're out there and you are listening and you have deer meat that you don't want, please, please give it to me. I'll make all kinds of things with it. The spaghetti was amazing, dude. Everybody in my family ate 2 bowls. It was awesome. Work's been hectic. We've been so short-handed, dude. Oh my God. I don't know who wouldn't want to come work security at a casino. It's so entertaining, dude. I see crazy things every night. But they just can't keep people, and I'm having to do long nights of standing on the door. And that's fine. It's part of my job. But dude, it weighs on you. I'm coming home, my feet are throbbing like I just gave 60 men a foot job. It's rough. But I'm making it. Hopefully we hire some people soon. What else has been going on? I watched the new Anaconda movie last night. I was really excited for that because it's Jack Black and Paul Rudd. I feel like that's a combination you can't fuck up. And they did. I mean, they really didn't fuck it up. It just felt so Jumanji-ish. You know, it had like, I don't know if it's because of Jack Black, but the pacing of the movie was so weird. Like, I don't know what they're doing with recent movies to where the pacing is just like, we're just going to throw a bunch of stuff at you. Hopefully you can keep up. Like, I don't know if they're trying to keep up with the real format because everyone's fucking brain rotted, but it's ruining movies. Like, that movie was just like something funny. Like, I like comedies, but it was like scene changes nonstop, and none of them really kind of like had a second to like absorb scenes or sit with things. Like with movies, I like when things like imagery and sitting and like understanding what's going on in the scene. But here, like every 5 seconds, they're doing something crazy that's just like, what? How does this apply to the plot? You guys are just kind of, this doesn't make sense. And that's how that movie felt. I'd give it like a 3 out of 10. And I loved the Anaconda movies growing up. They gave me nightmares, dude. Can you imagine being 4 years old and scared of a giant anaconda strangling you to death? That's my life. Let me check my text real quick. Perfect timing. Recently, me and my wife had started watching that show, The Pit, which it's a cool concept. You know, there's a lot of medical shows out there that try to be very accurate. And I feel like so far, this is the most accurate one I've watched. I'm enjoying it. It's very intense. Like, it's how an ER really is. Just nonstop, no beds. Everyone's just angry and tired. That's how an ER really is, or people waiting just to be saved. It's a good show, and the concept of it's pretty different because the whole season is one shift. I didn't think that really made sense, but they kind of do. Like each episode is an hour of the shift, so it's like you're literally working a whole shift with these people. It's a lot to keep up with. There's a lot of scenes where I'm like, because it goes deep into it. Like I bet they spend a lot of money on prosthetics in that show, but it's also pretty worth it. I've been enjoying it though. I fell asleep on it earlier, and I gotta find my place. But I'm pretty sure what I do when I go to sleep watching a TV show, I make sure to remember what episode I'm falling asleep on. My ADHD won't let me go to sleep. Well, I'm not going to say it won't let me go to sleep in the middle of an episode, but I could go to sleep at any time during the episode. But every episode that begins, I try to remember, okay, if I fall asleep during episode 4, this is where I am. So at least I know the baseline of where I was episode 4. And I can remember what time I'm going to sleep. Not what time, but like I'll fast forward through the show and see if I remember any images. I'm like, okay, I remember falling asleep to that, and then play it from there. Pretty good about that, because I watch a lot of shit. But I felt... excuse me. But I fell asleep during that show. So I need to go back and remember where I was. The last episode of Fallout is coming out this week. I've been enjoying that. I was pretty skeptical at first with the Fallout show. Not skeptical with the show in whole, but I was skeptical about the beginning of the second season because they're doing New Vegas, and I just started playing New Vegas. I'm actually recording it for YouTube, but I have played Fallout 3. I played every Fallout but Fallout New Vegas, which, don't kill me. Everybody who has heard that, they're like, what? You haven't played New Vegas? I'm like, no, I didn't. But I'm playing it now. And because of the show, I've been enjoying the show. I was skeptical at first because what I've heard is they do not need to fuck up New Vegas. Because it is the most, like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's the most cultish, I'd say like cultish video game of Fallout in the Fallout series. And people are very defensive about New Vegas. So it's very bold of them to do New Vegas this early in a series, because I don't know how many seasons they're going for. But so far it's been really good. It was kind of It's kind of skeptical at first because I didn't want them to mess up what people say they would mess up. But it seems very good. Like I've just started playing New Vegas, and there's a lot of Easter eggs that I've already seen, and I enjoy it. Is there something on my mic? No, that's just a shine. Look at the wrist shine. But I'm enjoying it. It's been good. We had UFC fights. I don't know if the last episode I talked about Patty losing, unfortunately. I think I was talking about that fight coming, but it ended. I watched it, and that was an amazing fight. Patty and Gaethje went at it, dude. That was everything. It was the first fight for Paramount Plus. Not sponsored by Paramount Plus, never will be, but round of applause for them. They killed their first UFC fight. That was highly entertaining. That card was stacked. But I missed the fights this weekend. I fell asleep, but thankfully Paramount Plus. If you don't have Paramount Plus and you're a UFC fan, dude, you might as well get it. They have every single fight card on it, and not just the main title fights. They have every fight on there, and you can just rewatch it. And like, I didn't know that I had fights this past weekend, so I got the notification on Paramount Plus, and it did like the perfect highlights of each fight. But who was it that fought? Oh, who was it that fought? Let me see. UFC. Oh, how could I even forget? It was my boy Volkanovski. I love Volkanovski. He's one of my favorite fighters, and I think he's on the road to be one of the greatest to ever do it, dude. He is awesome. I mean, he lost to Tapira, but everybody loses to Tapira right now. But right now, everybody's losing to Alexander Volkanovski. That's that boy. He's in the new Street Fighter movie. I'm even excited for that. I mean, Cooking with Volt. Dude, Cooking with Volk, the YouTube channel, and I don't know if it's a YouTube channel, but I know there's Instagram Reels. Love that show. That dude can cook, and it looks delicious. He eats like a king, and that's what I love about him. And he's just funny. He does sketches. of being an old man. Dude, I love Volkanovski. But Dan Hooker, he's got a loud mouth. I'm a fan of Dan Hooker. I like his fighting style. He's wild. He just likes fighting. But right now I feel like he's on a losing streak. He got knocked out. Streak right now. Ruffy knocked out Fizlef. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Tuivasa. He's on a losing streak. He was one of the first fighters that got me back in the UFC because he was doing the boot chug. He'd take a Nike and just chug a beer out of it. Dude, I love that. But he lost. But Volkanovski won. And they fought. I watched the highlights, dude. They beat the hell out of each other. That was an awesome fight. I think this is going to be another short episode. I'm working on talking a little bit longer. But, dude, I don't think I'm at the point where people want to listen to me for an hour long. I'll get there, though. I'm going to go ahead and cut it because I want to play some Arc Raiders. But that's all I had for this week. I had some jokes I was working on. And now that I am saying that I had some jokes, I don't remember them. We all know how that goes if you do comedy. But thank you to everybody who watched and listened. Thank you for maybe how long it was, like 20 minutes of your time. I like doing this, so I'm going to keep at it. Thank you for watching the weekly rotation, guys. See you later.